welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a book haul and showing all the books that I got during the month of January. I did my first one of these at the end of last year, kind of everything around the holidays, and I got enough books in January that I thought it would be worth doing another one of these videos. So I'm going to be going over everything I got here in January, talking a little bit about them and going from there. So we'll start right off first with something that's not new, but something I was pretty excited about, and that is the trade paperback versions of Gardens of the Moon and Dead House Gates. You can see up here I do have the mass market paperbacks of the whole series, and the first two books actually are in pretty good condition still, but some of the later ones not so much, just from overreading with the spines. So these will be much more pleasant to do rereads with. I'm just not a big mass market paperback fan for the most part. Now, if the book is short enough, and small enough, and well made, it can still be fine, because I have some mass market paperbacks, don't want to completely badmouth them. And those are the Liar's Key and the Wheel of Oshine, which I'm guessing how to pronounce. This is books 2 and 3 of the Red Queen's War. Now, I've had Prince of Fools for quite a while. I bought this and Prince of Thorns actually at the same time, and I've been meaning to get to getting the other two books, and so I did finally get those. I really liked Broken Empire, so excited to read Red Queen's War as well. So these were definitely something I needed to get around to getting, and I got these were something I got with a gift card I had as well, so that really worked out. Moving on to another thing you've probably seen me mention if you saw my TBR list, but a book that I heard several people recommend, and that is Priory of the Orange Tree, which I finally got this one as well. So this is supposed to be kind of a unique look at a fantasy story, and is actually a standalone. And I even just the other day I was really struggling to figure out a standalone book that I have. So it's a really long standalone, but this is something I really wanted to try out. It's sounded like it would be interesting, and like I said, a couple of booktubers I saw recommended this very highly, so excited to give that a try. Now, we started with the highs. Let's go to probably the lows, but I could not I could not resist getting these, and I know they're probably going to be bad. I did look up the ratings on Goodreads before I got them, and it was not particularly good, but that is the Dinosaur Knights and the Dinosaur Lords by Victor Milan. And so I looked up enough, and these apparently are fantasy, but it takes place on a different world where dinosaurs still live. And so it involves knights riding dinosaurs, and honestly, you had me at knights riding dinosaurs. So I'm not expecting a whole lot out of these. I don't know how cheesy they'll be, but I could not resist. I definitely had to get these. I did get them used. They look brand new, so whoever bought them brand new probably didn't like them much, because I got them at my used bookstore. But I couldn't resist, so I will definitely update once I read those. They're going on, probably not very high on the TBR, but it seemed like fun. And then moving on, the last two books, we have the Furies of Calderon by Jim Butcher, the first of the Codex Alera series. Now, I read some Dresden, and I actually need to get back to it eventually, because I read the first few. I thought they were fine. Not as much my thing. I do prefer more kind of the classical, more epic, high fantasy type thing. So the series that Jim Butcher did, that's more kind of traditional fantasy, I wanted to definitely try. So I got this book. I've heard really good things about it, and wanted to make sure to give it a shot. That was another one that had been in my Amazon TBR list for a while, and so I had an Amazon gift card, finally got that one. And then finally, the book I actually bought because I happened to see it. I also had a Barnes & Noble gift card, and that is Sunlin Ascendant by Josiah Bancroft. And this one I have heard so many people talk about, and people seem to either really love it. Some people weren't a huge fans, but basically it sounds like you have a kind of very unlikely hero type story who's trying to rescue his wife It's supposed to be really crazy good prose, very poetic almost from what I've heard. So this is one that I was definitely interested to try because I've heard so many people rave about it, and others who weren't as big fans. But it sounds like it might be up my alley. I've read some other things that were kind of slower but had really, really good prose and were enjoyable. So thought I would give that one a shot as well. So I realized I didn't specify on the first several books. They're pretty well known, but of course the Malazan books are Stephen Erickson. The two Red Queen War books are Mark Lawrence, and Priory of the Orange Tree, Samantha Shannon for the authors there, since I decided I just wasn't going to start until halfway through. So this once again won't mean I have to reorganize the bookshelf. It's never ending. But for now, they're going to be going into the TBR group, so they'll go in a little bit later. But those are the books that I got in the month of January. Let me know in the comments what books that you've got. If you've read any of these, always happy to hear arguments on why something should be bumped up in my TBR list, or probably bumped down with the Dinosaur books. But man, okay, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a paleontologist, like really bad, and was convinced I was going to be. So I'm a bit of a sucker for dinosaurs and Knights on Dinosaurs. I shouldn't spend that much time talking about those books because they're probably not good, but I don't know. Even if it's cheesy, I think I might enjoy them. So it'll be interesting to find out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on any of these books if you have read them. Always happy to hear, and any new books that you recently got that you're excited for as well. Make sure to give this video a like, and if you want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe. Oh, and because I always forget, check the description for a link to our Discord page for this channel. Always fun getting people to discuss, and it's mostly when people discover on their own because I always forget to mention it. But link is in every video, so check the Discord as well if you want to chat with me and the other people there about books.